How's it going, guys? Today we are gonna be learning how to make this smooth car animation by using only Blender. So first open up Blender. I decided to use Blender 3.0 for this tutorial. So click on General now. So here is our 3D viewport. When you open Blender first, you can see these items: light, cube, and a camera. So now what I'm gonna do is press A on my keyboard, and it will select everything. And if I press X, I can delete the selected objects. Yeah, now we have nothing here. So to have something, we should just go to here, this panel, edit, and in preferences we can go to add-ons and just start Blender Kit like this. It should be on for this tutorial. If you don't have Blender Kit, you can just install this from here, and I will leave the link in the description of Blender Kit. So, okay, and by going to system, don't forget to turn on optics and these things. So, let's close this window, and now when you press N, this window will show up, and go to Blender Kit. Then just type, you may type anything. For this tutorial, I'm gonna type Audi, and our Audi will show up. I'm gonna choose this red one here. So, and it's installed now. Now we can just close this window. Here is our car. Now what I'm gonna do is, firstly, I decided to fix the render properties, change the render engine from Eevee to Cycles, and device to GPU. And in viewport samples, you can just type 32 and turn on denoise and change denoiser to optics, then albedo and normal. And in render samples, change it to 128. So now turn on denoise, then change it to optics, as I did before that. So then go to here and go to view layer properties, and here we can see different things. And in passes data, we can just turn on denoising data and go to compositing, then turn on use nodes. So now we should add a denoising. So press shift A and press up denoise. So here is our denoise, and connect normal to normal, albedo to albedo. Go to layout again, and we can see this. Now if we go to render view, it looks pretty amazing, but it's not as we want. So we should add a ground first. So shift A again, and in mesh we can find plane, and we can scale it up by pressing S and 5 on your keyboard. So here is what I want. Then in particle settings, we can just turn on this, and now it's on emitter, but we don't need this plane to emit anything. We should just click on hair, and this is what we have. So it looks now really odd, but if we change the hair length to, let's say, 0.3, it's gonna be like this. Just it will be shorter. And change the number to, let's say, 30,000. Yeah, that's cool. And turn on advanced settings, and here in physics, change the Brownian. You can just see what is changing when we change forces in when we change Brownian in physics settings. So, and in children settings, we can change the grass type to simple and interpolated. I always use interpolated because I just love it. So now we are pretty much done. with the grass, but now we should add a light before doing anything else. And Shift A again, and go to light, and you can choose area too, but that's not what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna choose mesh and plane. Move it up by pressing G and Z, and S and 5 you can scale it up, just like the grass ground. And go to material properties in this panel, choose new, and change the surface from principal BSDF to emission shaders. So this is looking good now. If we change the strength to 2, it's gonna be lighter. So let's make it say at 1.5. So that's what I want. And go to world properties, then change the color to completely black and strength to 0. Well, now choose the ground, I mean the grass, and go to shading tab. Then here in shading tab we can just click new, and we can just click on the principal BSDF, and if we press on our keyboard Ctrl P, it will add this thing, and we will just turn on open. And here in our desktop I have this grass JPG file. You can find this in Google by just typing grass JPG file download. I decided to use this one. So here is our grass, and go to shading tab again, and now we can make our grass look even better. Go to rendered view, and roughness should be 0, and make it really specular. Then this is the interesting part. Watch it carefully. Transmission should be 1, and it will look really good. No, actually it should be a little lower. Yeah, it's now looking good. So go to layout again. Yeah, this is pretty much done now, but we need a camera. We need an animation for the camera. So press Shift A again, and we can add a camera in here. So here is our camera in here, and now if we press Ctrl Alt Numpad 0 on our keyboard, and if we press B by choosing the camera in here, we can move it, rotate it, and do anything else like that. And press N to open this window. Go to item and change the Y rotation to 0, and Z rotation to 0 also, and change this X rotation to 80. Yeah, that's what I want. And G to move again, move it a little down like this. If we go to view and turn on this camera to view, we can just scroll our mouse and see what's going on, and that's pretty useful. For now we should turn it off and close this window. Go to first frame now, in here timeline. Then if we just select the camera and press I on our keyboard, it will insert keyframe. Like now I want to insert the keyframe of location and rotation, and let's come to, let's say 50 frames, and just by pressing N open this window and turn it off, I mean camera to view, and just do it like this. Scroll down a little bit and it should seem like this. Press I and location and rotation. So by coming up to this frame, now move it again like this, and I again, location and rotation like this. No, actually by coming to 140, you should do just like this. It's looking cool. Yeah, that's better. And press I again, and location and rotation. Now, let's see the animation now. It's looking a little strange. And to fix this, we can just come here and we can see the car completely now. So G to move the camera again. And I and location rotation. We can just insert keyframes and fix them like this. And play it. We can see this happening like this, and we can fix this again. You can do this several times as you want. Yeah. So I think not bad. So change the end frame to 200, let's say. Now if we see the animation, it's a little strange. You can fix this by scaling the keyframes or changing them. Yes. Well, I think that's it for now. We should go to the output properties in here. Let's close this window. And in here we can see the file format as PNG, but we should change it to FFmpeg video when we are doing an animation. And here in encoding settings, we can change the container from Matroska to MPEG-4. It's gonna be MP4 file when you render the animation. And output quality, you can change it to high quality, but I'm gonna choose perceptually lossless. So encoding speed should be real time. It's gonna be better. So, and turn on cache results, and if we just press on this file button, we can change. We can choose where our animation video is gonna be. Just type, let's say, Audi, and press on accept. To render the animation, we can go to this panel and render animation, which is Control F12. And it took me about 2 hours to render the animation, but it may take you longer or shorter. It's up to your computer and render properties.